Welcome to today's live. We are talking about the cold hard truth about using social media to build your business and the pros and cons, and an experience that happened to me about 2 weeks ago now on Saturday, right before Easter. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of what happened to me and some tips that you can use to build your business. Now, if you are joining me on the replay, let me know so I can come back in and share with you a little bit later. But if you're joining me live, coming in who you are, where you're coming in from, I would love to give you a shout out. Let me know you're here and tell me who you are. And we'll get started. So, funny story, okay? Now, I use Facebook to build my business, right? I use social media to build my business, and everything was going great. I was having a great month. My business was growing. Things were doing really well. And I got up Saturday morning, and Facebook had shut down my account. Okay, so this means that I could no longer run paid advertising to my business, and it was a big blow. Right? It was something that happens to a lot of people, and I'll get into the details here in a second. But hi, Amanda, nice to have you from Mississippi. Great, thank you for letting me know. Anyway, what ended up happening was Facebook shut down my not my social media. Facebook shut down my business manager. Apparently, I violated some policy, and I'm still not clear on the policy. I'm still in appeals with Facebook. But I went from making, a pretty good chunk of change a day to absolutely business was over, bringing in new people, right? And things happen, right? That's part of being an entrepreneur. And so appealing and doing all those things. And there were some things that came up for me. I sent in an appeal, right? And I was very kind and very understanding with the people that helped me. And this actually helped me get through this process with social media. And so here's the cold hard truth about using social media to build your business. You actually have no control over social media. Okay, so I'm not sure everybody knows that. I knew that going in, right? But social media is going to morph and change. There's going to be different policies that happen. There's going to be, different things. Hi, Angie, nice to have you from Nebraska. Hi, Steph, nice to have you from Ohio. Appreciate you guys jumping on. But there's going to be things that change in your course of your career, building your business, whether that is, inside of the network marketing industry or, whatever you decide to do. But things are going to morph and change. If you think about it, right? How many of you are old enough to remember MySpace, right? I remember when my oldest daughter was just coming up teenage years, and she'll now be 22. MySpace was kind of a thing, right? Well, we don't even really use MySpace now, right? Like it's not... some people don't even know what that is, right? So you can see as things are going to morph and change. And as you're an entrepreneur, this got me thinking, building your business online, building your business traditionally, right? Used to be belly to belly. The way we communicated with other humans was we actually had a conversation, right? Now the way we communicate with humans is through a screen, okay? And so everything is going to change and morph as we go through this process of building our business. Now, what might happen is that building your business on social media, one day it's going all great, fine and dandy, things are rolling along, right? And then the next day, maybe Facebook changes a policy, maybe it's Pinterest, maybe it's LinkedIn, maybe it's Twitter, right? However you're building your business. And you kind of find yourself off center, right? Like maybe your business was like, oh my gosh, like, what just happened? Now, Facebook did become the new F word at my house, right? Kidding, not kidding. But I was very calm. I did not even cry. But the thing is here's some things that I've learned from this experience about myself and about being an entrepreneur and using tools and opportunities to build our businesses, right? Because again, they're going to morph and change. Number one, it doesn't help to swear or get ticked off at anyone, right? The people at Facebook support were super nice. They walked me through everything that they could walk me through. Everything was, it was very, very cordial. They, sent me the information, and they let me know that they don't have the support right now to help me, right? So, and again, that's not their fault, right? And I kept telling them that over on support with when I had the chat with a few of the amazing people over at Facebook support, was that, hey, you know what? I totally understand this is not your fault. I'm just trying to figure out how I can get back into my account or fix the policies or whatever, right? So we're still in appeals. It's not permanent, right? But there's ways around it, okay? So Facebook is still the platform I choose to build on. And there's a couple reasons why. Number one, it's the biggest social media platform. They also own, just so most of you might already know this, but some of us don't, Instagram. They also own WhatsApp, and they own Messenger. Okay. And maybe I'll do a live on that again to show you later so that you guys can see like actually what's the property that Facebook owns, because it is incredible, right? All right, so the next thing that I learned is when you treat humans like humans, they actually try to help you, all right? Now, number 4 is I actually am stronger than I look, right? Now, Nate, my husband, was kind of like waiting for the penny to drop, right? For me to just have a total meltdown. Well, I never had the meltdown, because here's what I've learned as an entrepreneur is you're gonna have to learn how to pivot more than once, probably a lot in your career if you want to make being an entrepreneur, building your business online or any other business work, right? When you handle emotion situations with logic and breathing, you'll get through it. At least that's what happened this time. I'm not promising next time. But number 6, entrepreneurs, like I said, always have to pivot, sometimes more than once a day, sometimes more than a lot inside of your career. Now, if some of you have experienced a pivot inside of what you're doing, and this could be maybe going from your regular job to, you're building your own business online, or, whatever, there's pivots that end up happening inside of being a business owner that, we just have to handle, right? All right. So number 7 is you got to have grit to make anything successful. Now, this one's super important because a lot of people don't own grit anymore. A lot of people think that let's go 30 days, right? And if I'm not making serious cash at that point, and then I'm going to jump to the next thing. And here's what I find happens is people jump and jump and jump and jump, and they may make a quick buck, here and there and everywhere, but they're not building any long-term or getting out of the cycle of that continual launch status, okay? And I don't know about you, but I don't love launch status. Launch status is a lot of work. How many of you guys agree, right? Launch status is huge, a lot of work. Let's see. Hi, Kat. We've got Kat on here. Ray, nice to have you. Hi, Carrie. Nice to have you. Eugene, welcome. Glad you are here as well. So you are going to have grit to make anything happen inside of your life, inside of business, inside of a job, whatever it is you choose to do. You have to do it for a while. It's not just instantaneous, right? Just snap your fingers and you're making, millions of dollars a year. That's not how it works, right? And if that was the case, then everybody would be doing it. So you want to make sure that you find that grit. Number 8, the only thing that you can count on in business is actually your list. Okay, so your database of whatever, right? Your network is your net worth. And it's important to focus in on your list, your database, all right? And there are ways that you can actually get around even a Facebook shutdown, okay? There's ways around it. There's talking to support. There's, doing all kinds of different things, but you've got to be in a place where you can be evaluative and you take that next pivot that you want to do. Now, again, I said that, we're in appeals, and this happens, right, with business sometimes, especially when you're using other people's platforms to build on, is that you have to go back and forth with some support with, getting help with whatever it is you're doing. But in the meantime, figure out a way that you can get back up and running, doing what you do, which is the most important piece of this. And then the last part of this is that even though things get out of whack sometimes, the best part of marketing is being a business owner and figuring it out as you go, right? It's actually a lot of fun when you take it head on, right? And you stay out of emotion, right? Because business is so up and down. How many of you have felt like that before, that your business is so up and down, right? One day somebody's enrolling, the next day somebody's quitting. One day you're doing great in volume and sales, and the next day, nobody's buying or nobody's talking to you. And so what I've learned through this is that the database is the most important piece, and it's the relationships. So I wanted to get on and share with you the cold, hard truth about using social media to build your business is that you actually have no control over it. And the relationships that you build are the most important piece, because if the relationships you build on one social media platform are real, they're obviously going to move to whatever, right? They're going to stay in touch with you. They're going to continue to want to do business with you. And those relationships are the basis of what we do inside of building our businesses online. So I hope you got value out of that. If you did, go ahead and let me know. And if you would love someone else to hear this message, go ahead and let them know as well. So I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.